Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to day 20 of practice. Just reflecting on the washing machine feeling. Are you finding that as you have moved the last 20 days, maybe you've done Brennan's bread where you popped in every once in a while, have you found that your body is changing? Have you found that the groany places in you, the places that were unexpected, that you've been finding them in a different way the last few days? How is it to practice yoga with Ciara? So today, we're going to strengthen and lengthen our legs. So I have a block because you're gonna be lifting your leg. So you can use anything. You could use a cup of tea. You could use anything. Doesn't matter. Just you have something, because if you don't have something, it isn't the same. So have something random from your house. Okay. So come. So come sit on your mat, and we'll just begin by warming up into the spine, okay? So hands to your thighs and just roll into your belly. And just find your spine this morning as you move. There's always this creaky, groany beginning of movement. And then roll in the other direction. Just really feeling your ribs, and I'm letting my head move as I do this. Nice. Round your back. Just let your head hang forward, not forcing in any way. There's no push in my system. Nice. And then look up. Let your head hang. No push. Just feel I always have this kind of ice cream headache feeling in the morning when I do a forward bend. What is it that you feel? Nice. And then up. And one more time. Down. Just hang. Notice the sensations. Like for me, there's this really long, dull ache all the way down through the spine into the back of my head. And that's just like, oh, this is my morning forward fold feeling. Not forcing, just hanging. Nice. And then looking up towards the ceiling. Nice. So bring both hands over towards the left. And as I go left, I'm going to lift my right foot up and swing my right leg behind me. And I'm going to go down as far as feels comfortable for my arms. Come back up and then turn your right leg inwards and then bring your hands over towards the right. So you're lying down over your right leg. Nice. Keep your foot on the floor as you rock over towards the left and then lift it. Right foot goes behind you and then over towards the right. Lean down onto your thigh. Nice. Over towards the left. Foot goes behind you. Really opening into your belly. Pause there. So have a sense of lengthening through the front of your hip. Nice. Come all the way back up. And then lean down into that thigh. Rest your belly down towards your thigh. Nice. Come all the way back up. Bend your left knee. And then from here, sweep your right hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up long through the right side of your belly. Nice. And then bring your right hand down and then dive with your left hand. So I'm going to go up across the back of my ear and then dive down towards the right with my left hand. Pull your left elbow back and then reach your right hand up. Nice. Dive with your left hand. And it pulls from the deep of my belly all the way into my fingertips. All the way back with your elbow, reaching up. One more time. Dive with your left hand. And then all the way up. Nice. Both legs straight in front of you. Roll into your ankles. Nice. Other way. So bring both hands down towards the right side and then swing your left foot back behind you. As you come back to center, bring your left foot to the floor, lie down over that left leg, bring your nose to the floor. Well, no, it's not going to get there. Nose to your knee. Over towards the right, swing your left foot behind you. And then down over that left thigh, nose to your knee. Notice how they're different from each other. Over towards the right, swing your foot behind you. Over towards the left, squeezing deeply. Nice, last time. Over towards the right, pause there. Foot is opening backwards. Your thigh is lengthening. I have a sense of reaching through my thigh, opening into my belly. Nice, come all the way up and then pause over towards the left. Nose is down towards your knee, hands are supporting you. Surrender your belly a little bit more so you feel more stretch through the back of your hip into your buttock. Nice, all the way up. Bend the right knee. So from here, reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. And then bring your left hand to the floor and then dive your right hand over across the top of your ear and down towards the floor on the left. Pull your elbow back, reach your left hand up. Dive with your right hand all the way over towards the left. And I have my baby finger, my thumb is towards my ear as I start, and I keep it that direction. So I have this outside of my arm feeling. My baby finger is pointing towards the ceiling as I move. It's very nice. Nice, last one. All the way down. And then coming back, stretch your legs out long, roll into your ankles. Roll in the other direction, roll into your wrists, always a good thing. And then in the other direction. Open your toes wide, open your fingers, open your eyes, open your eyebrows. Squeeze them all in. Open wide, squeeze them, open wide, and squeeze them. And can you do opposites? So squeeze your toes, open your fingers. What are your eyebrows doing? Which one do the eyebrows resonate with? Can you change the eyebrow resonance? Oh, now I'm really confused. Great. Okay, cool. So grab your block or your object or whatever it is and just bring it in front of you and bring your feet wide. Okay, so my block is kind of out from my ankles. So if I drew a line from my 2 feet, the edge of the block is between my 2 ankles. Okay, so in the beginning, we're going to lean backwards. So lean back and lift your leg over the thing. And then lean back and lift it back. So lean back, lift the other leg over, lean back. And this might be where, like, maybe you picked a really high object, like a plant. You just think, oh, this is too high already. So find something smaller, okay? So you're leaning back. My hands are not doing anything. You can lean your hands back if you wish behind you. And so when we do this, when we lean back, we're creating like a strength or a stability in the front of our hip, and then we're leveraging the weight of our torso to lift our leg back behind us. Bring your block where your knee is, across from your knees, and see if you can do the same. Lean back. You're always listening to your spine. Back, over, over, and great. So now we're going to put our hands down. So bring your thing back forward so it's opposite your ankles. And now you're going to bring your hands to the floor. So now you can't leverage your torso anymore. So lift your right leg over. Maybe it's too high. Lift your right leg back. Lift your left leg over. And so notice, how do you keep your hands where they are? And now you have to use your deep abdominal muscles and the muscles at the front of your thighs, your lower back. Just notice, how do you move your leg by using muscular movement more so than weight or balancing like the way we did before? Maybe bring your thing closer. I'm going to bring it near my knees. How do you get your leg up and over? So, change plan, okay? Well, not even plan, next part of this. So keep your blocks somewhere near your knees, and you have the choice of either leaning back or keeping your hands where they are. Choose your level of difficulty. So I'm going to keep my hands where they are, and I'm going to slide my foot in around my block and then bring it over. And then around my block and bring it over. Okay, so I'm going to push my hands deeply into the floor as I do this, so I'm not going to let my head and torso move backwards. But that's because I like this movement. And I think I find it easy, this movement. But some of you might be leaning back to get your leg around. Find how you would make it a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to go a little bit harder for myself. I'm going to bring it closer. It's like mid-thigh at the moment. How'd you get around your block? Are your hands on the floor? Are you leaning back? Oh, great. Come into your cat pose. How cool. So now we've squished and really used in function the front of our hips. So now we're going to lengthen it out. So stretch your right leg back behind you and lift it up, back behind you. Nice. And now bend your knee, draw your forehead to your knee. Stretch your leg up and back behind you. And then bend your knee. Let your spine just move. So at the moment, we're doing a cat pose as well. So back arches, back rounds. Arches and rounds. One more time. Arches and rounds. Nice. Other leg. Left leg. Back. Nice. So I have this sense of, I don't want my belly to fall so that I'm losing the muscle tone. Instead, I'm drawing my navel towards my spine and creating a little bit of resistance through my abdominal muscles, which is like connecting the deep front of my body. And it's actually a more satisfying stretch for me, more so than just like arching my back and letting my leg go. I have this sense of resisting through the deep front of my belly. Nice. One more time. Super cool. So just come into the cat pose, rounding your back, arching your back, rounding your back, arching your back. Cool. So walk your hands over towards the left side. So the next combination of movements isn't one that we've done before. So you might have to, I'm going to try and keep all my lefts and right correct, okay? So both hands are over towards the left side of your mat. So you're in the crooked cat. Round your back, arch your back. So now we're going to do that same movement with the left leg moving. So round your back, draw your left knee forward, arch your back, stretch the left leg back. How do you stabilize and move the left leg forward and backwards? Nice. We're going to try the other leg. The other leg is trickier. So draw the right knee forward towards your right shoulder, round your back. Stretch your right leg long behind you. Forward and back. And now we're going to swing our right leg forward to the front of our mat. Bend our knee. It's a bit like what we did the other day. Now swing your leg back. Step your foot forward. Swing your leg back. So just feel that. How do you swing your foot forwards And back. I'm going out to the side. I have this sense of sliding out towards the right to give myself more space. Sliding out towards the right to really swing my foot over and backwards. Cool. Next time your foot comes forward, rise up. Okay? So my right foot is forward. Bend your knee. And come back. And really resist. Have that sense of resisting through the abdominal muscles as you rock forward. So you're rising up through your spine. You have a sense of length through the spine. Nice. Now turn your left foot so it's over towards the right side of your mat. So now when I go sideways. So my hips are now facing the left side of my mat. My right foot is pointing towards the front of my mat, and I'm traveling sideways rather than forwards. I'm just going to meet the deep of that right hip in a different way. Nice. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Swing your left arm across into elephant. Nice. And then bring your left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm up, right leg up. Nice. Foot to the floor, knee to your elbow. Elephant on the left arm. Hand to the floor. Reach your arm up, leg up. Nice. One more time. Foot to the floor, across. Pause in your elephant. Elbows really solid. You can, if you want, bring your hand to the floor beside your big toe. It will exaggerate the stretch that we're doing. See what's right for you. Breathing into it, lengthening through the left arm, and then slowly coming up. Sweep your left hand down to the floor, hand flat to the floor. Pull your right elbow up. Right foot is floating. Reach long. Nice. Right hand to your hip, point into your right toes. Draw a circle with your right leg. Really point your toes, even stronger through your toes. So your toes are like a pencil, and you're trying to draw a really clean circle on the wall. And then circle in the other direction. Again, we're using these same muscles, the deep front of our belly, the flexors. Super cool. Come all the way down. And just come rest back either into your downward dog or down into your child's pose. So choose what feels good for you right now. Nice, both knees to the floor. We'll do the other side. So step both hands over towards the right side of your mat. And then draw your right knee forward. And then right leg back. Right knee forward. Right leg back. Forward. Back. Try the other side. Left leg back. Left knee forward. So these guys that we're in a different way. So usually when we're doing this, we're straight in our cat pose. So now you're like, wow, all these different movements and strange wobbles and disorganization. So now you're going to swing the left foot forward, bend your knee, left foot back, lengthen your leg. Forward, bend your knee, left foot back, straighten your leg. Last one, forward, rising up, hands to your hips. Lean into the front of that right hip and back. Lean and back. One more time. Lean and back. So then turn your right foot towards the left side of your mat. I'm going to go all the way around the other way. Right foot is pointing towards the left side of your mat. Left foot is pointing towards the front of your mat. And then just lean sideways towards that left leg. Wow. So you guys know that I'm dyslexic. Turning that one the other way around. Wow, what a brain exercise. The unexpected challenges of being a dyslexic. Nice. So drop your left elbow down to your left thigh. Sweep your right arm across into elephant. And then sweep your right hand down. Draw your left hand up, left leg up. Nice. Foot to the floor, elephant with your right arm across. down, up with your leg, up with your arm. Nice, last time. Across, pause there. So I'm really deepening and leaning into that left thigh, or I can bring my left hand to the floor, either flat or up onto my fingertips. I'm looking towards the ceiling perhaps, reaching long through that right arm. Nice, sweeping all the way back, hand to the floor, lift your left arm up, lift your left leg up. Nice, hand to your hip, and draw a circle with your left leg, pointy, pointy, pointy toes. Imagine that you're drawing a circle on the wall way down. So when we imagine gestures and actual ways of embodying something, our body really responds. It's like, oh, I can feel all my toes really clearly now. Circle in the other direction. Super cool. Come all the way down. Lie on your belly. Elbows are bent. And just rock your bum from side to side. Just feel that. Breath is in your belly. Just rock. And then come to stillness. So every time you breathe, feel how you really fill into your belly and your spine is lifted by your breath. And as you exhale, you sink and deepen towards the floor. So see if you can push your breath a little bit deeper into the floor every time you breathe. So the inhalation is strong, and then you really lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the exhalation. So there's this sinking, 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 sinking. Big push into the floor. And then deflating, softening like a balloon. And you feel your belly breath. Nice. So you can stay there, or you can roll over onto your back, or you can rock your knees from side to side, or you can lengthen your legs up or bring the soles of your feet together. So many things that you could do right now, but do something, find a way of deeply coming to rest. And that might be that you're still there with your belly on the floor, breathing deeply. So I'll see you tomorrow, day 21. Only 1 week left of practice. Very nice. So yeah, tell me, how are your washing machine feelings doing? Brennan's bread. What are your potatoes? Oh, it's so funny. The ongoing, continuous evolution of the language of this yoga is very interesting. I'm very much enjoying it as always. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and yeah, wellness for January. No, for February. So great. Thanks for joining me. Ciao.